Hi, business math students. I thought I'd take a moment to just review our week and thank you for the excellent job you've done this week on getting into our class shell and getting started. Your intros were nice and you used appropriate netiquette. Thank you for communicating back and forth with your classmates, and I think we're off to a great start. Um, I mentioned that I wanted you to talk about your love-hate relationship with math, and I do realize that a lot of people are are stumped when it comes to math or think they can't do it. But I'm here to tell you that the type of math that we're going to do in this class is everyday math. It's the stuff you need to know how to do to be a good consumer and to work in the business field. So I think you'll be happy with the practical side of things that we'll be learning in here. I know we're all going to survive. I wanted to make mention of our first homework assignment. It looks like some of you did not notice that there were extra tabs in the Excel spreadsheet. I'm going to show you that right now. So in modules and down to your chapter 1 homework, I did load for you an Excel spreadsheet. It's very basic. Some of you asked about showing your work. It doesn't really matter how. I assume that if you're doing your homework on paper that you're showing your work, but I don't really need to see it unless I say so specifically. So let me open this Excel sheet and just point out to you guys that at the bottom of the workbook you'll see different tabs. So make sure you flip through those tabs and you do the whole homework assignment. A bunch of you don't think that you're silly for not seeing that. A bunch of you just did this first drill problem one and called it good. So make sure you look through the other assignments that I want you to do. For now, and chapter 2 will be the same. I'm going to assign problems that you can see the answers to. I just want to kind of get us off to a good start. I don't want to over stress us right off the bat. So for now, look for me to have you do homework problems that the book is showing you the answers for. If you were one of the people that needed to do the other tabs in your workbook, I made a note of that in your assignment feedback, and I gave you 1 point instead of 20. Don't freak, that's just a note. You guys have had me before know that 1 point just means I need to fix something and turn it in again. So don't delay. Get that finished and submitted so I can give you full credit for your homework assignments. And back to some of you guys have had me before. It's awesome to see so many faces in the class that I have had before in class, and I love that you Excel people are ready to rock and roll with the Excel homework, and you accounting students, you got to work using Excel whether you knew how to use Excel or not, and we all survived it. Excel is just a perfect place to put numbers and answers, so we're going to continue to use it and we'll just get better at it as time goes on. Um, I asked a question in your feedback about Wednesdays being a good night for homework being due, and it turns out that overwhelmingly you guys are happy with Wednesdays, so I'm going to shoot for Wednesdays as due dates for homework. Also, the day that I'm putting up your next week's assignment. I'm working on that now. I will at least have some of it up before the end of the day. Today is Wednesday, September 5th, and if there's any leftovers I need to get up there, like the quiz might take me another day. So I will make sure I let you know when I add more things to the show. Um, Chapter 2 is going to be fractions. We will break it down as easy as possible. We'll use the author of our book and his videos to help us break it down, and I will either create video resources for you or I will find other video resources for you. That brings me to Connect. I totally thought that I ordered Connect with your book. Now that I see that I didn't, I'm completely fine with that because there's a lot of resources that we have available to us for free through our publisher. Um, the Connect is made for online teaching in areas that don't have like Canvas available to them. So it's fine, we can connect it in here and use it for the class, but we can certainly run this class without that extra feature. I do know that possibly some of you have that Connect code, maybe even um, uh, used the code so you can't return it. And I'd like for you to let me know if that's the case, because I can put drills and stuff out there for you to complete using the Connect software. If you did not purchase it, don't. It's 90 extra dollars, and we can get along just fine without it. All right, since you guys took time to introduce yourselves, instead of introducing myself in the discussion board, I was just going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm just going to start with my weekend. So last weekend was Labor Day weekend, and I got to spend some of it with all of these people. The gentleman on the left is my son and his fiance, and the two kids on the right, my daughter and her brand new husband. So we had a really fun time this weekend. Not all together for the whole weekend, but we started with some football, family reunion, and then a picnic together. It's hard when you live all over the state, isn't it? And then you guys were talking about your fur babies. So here's mine, my 13-year-old kitty cat named Gracie, who's really frail. She weighs a whole 6 pounds, but gosh darn it, she was chasing bugs last night and having a ball. So, still a happy cat for the most part. And then our getting up there in age, golden retriever, German short hair. This dog, Walter, is an amazing bird dog, and it's sad to see him starting to decline. He's losing some of his senses, but not his smell and not his enthusiasm for hunting. He is just an amazing bird dog. Anyway, Walter keeps me up at night sometimes with his old man dog issues, but we still love him. So that's a little bit about me and my people. I hope that you guys have a great week. Now we're starting fresh on a Thursday for this class. Um, it's been kind of a whirlwind getting started, but I'm glad we're all rolling. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you online.